Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your girl, Miss P. I hope you are doing well. Please insert any other adjective that clearly expresses how you are doing. And please let me know in the comments, how are you doing? It is so important to check in. Yes, we are going into the holiday season, but I don't know, watching the news and even social media, which is our news outlet, it's heavy out here. It's really, really heavy. So all the time, it's important to check in with your people, okay? And there are times when I don't get to speak on various things because it's out of my podcast window. And for those of you who don't know, my podcast, Another Word with Miss P, it drops every single Thursday, and the link is down below. Please make sure you catch up. You can listen to it everywhere. It streams everywhere. So make sure you like this video, subscribe, and turn on those notifications so you know when I drop more content. I didn't get to hit on this because, of course, it just happened, and I wish I really didn't have to speak on it due to the content. I mean, it's so heavy. If you notice, there are times where I do steer clear of the heavier topics, the more political topics, even what's going on now in politics, as well as various trials that are going on, because it feels like that's all we see lately. But here we are. And I feel like, moving forward, it is best to talk about it as opposed to act like it's not there. Unfortunately, young Dolph was murdered this week in his city of Memphis. And it's a shame that his life was taken at 1 p.m. in the afternoon. Well, anytime is terrible, but broad daylight while getting some cookies. Like, I don't know, just seeing that headline was like, really? Like, it just didn't make sense to me. Social media, of course, in my opinion, is a gift and it's a curse at times, but please believe you will know what happened. And this was sparked off due to Facebook, and then of course it went to Instagram and everywhere, but people were posting from the scene itself. I mean, he was driving to and visiting Makita's Butter Cookies when an unknown shooter drove up and let off shots, striking and killing him. Okay, now here's the aha. Based off of things that we see lately, nothing goes unnoticed. Like, people have all types of surveillance cameras, okay? So now, of course, we have seen everything. Dolph had his camo Lamborghini parked in front of the shop when police arrived to the scene. And it appears that Dolph was standing inside the shop during the shooting. And the crazy thing is, a week before, young Dolph visited the same cookie shop where, he did like a little Instagram drop or what have you. And I'm just sitting there like, wait a second, like where you were a week prior is where you are a week later when you died. Like, that's crazy. Like, what in the world? Only 36 years old and was just on vacation with his family. How I knew that was, I follow Monica, the singer, and I believe they were all on vacation. He has a wife and 2 kids. And child, this is right before the holidays. Like I said earlier, any time is the wrong time. But really? Like, and why the cookie store? Why at all? Like, some people have mentioned that an employee had dropped the location of Dolph and left, but we don't know that to be true. When somebody's murdered or somebody dies, everybody has something to say, especially on social media. But in my head, I'm like, I wonder what was really going on, and was it worth it? Like, I don't understand. Like, I don't get it. There have been GoFundMe started for Makita's Butter Cookies, and unfortunately the brand had to go to their social media to say there is only one of us and the rest are fraudulent. I'm like, my God, the rest? People are so ruthless and money hungry, which made me think of young Dolph's murder. People are ruthless and money hungry and ego driven. Tennessee has a permitless carry law. You can carry whatever you like, whenever you want to, in the state of Tennessee. Okay, so that's further adding to the ridiculousness, okay, of his murder, okay? Because you're sitting here like, oh my God, how did this happen? But then you're looking like, how did it not happen? In my state, we don't have a permitless carry law, but I mean, either way, people carry and don't care. It doesn't matter at the end of the day. And Dolph, of course, was known in his city for helping the community with charity drives, financial donations, and talking to the youth. And of course, he was known for his music. Was I a young Dolph fan? Of course. I knew some of his songs. I enjoyed them. I even looked on Spotify earlier today and was like, damn, he did that song. Like, I couldn't believe how many artists he worked with. And the aha is, so many are saying, if you weren't a fan, don't hop on a bandwagon now, don't say nothing about it. And it's like, yo, big fella, calm down. Let people listen when they want to listen. Let's just keep his family in our thoughts and prayers. And even though my thoughts of the justice system right now, I really roll my eyes, especially with the high profile cases that we are witnessing, which is such a damn shame, and we're not going to get into those. I mean, we're going to see what happens in the future to give his family some sort of peace and comfort, as well as the city of Memphis. And something else I wanted to hit on. I don't even want to give him a lot of light, to be honest. This viral video of ex-NFL player Zac Stacy attacking his ex-girlfriend with his infant son nearby. Now, I think I watched this video 3 times before I almost threw up. The way this dude picked this chick up and threw her ass like just a sack of potatoes. Like, it was just crazy. Like, who does this? Like, and like I was saying earlier when I was speaking of young Dolph, everything is recorded. Like, but the aha is, what if that shit wasn't recorded? That's what really is disturbing me. Like, dudes who think they can just attack women like this, and vice versa. I believe it was the ex-girlfriend who posted the abusive videos. There's like 3 or 4 clips of this attack. And basically they're saying, this is my son's father. He's a former NFL running back, Zac Stacy. Please help me get justice. Let's get him behind bars. What really made me cringe was the kid was just a few feet away. Whenever I was watching, I was like, oh my God, please don't let that baby be in that bouncer. Like, what the hell? When he was slamming her in the living room area, you had the TV around, the baby bouncer. I know he slammed her into the TV. The TV fell down, then he picked her ass up. Then he wanted to get out of the house. I was like, what the? And this was recent, child. Zac, of course, became angry during the argument, slapped, punched, and launched the chick across the room, despite her saying, please stop. After this, he leaves the home and tells his son, I love you, on the way out. She called the police immediately after he left and filed a restraining order. In the paperwork, she described feeling fear for her and her children's lives. At a nearby hospital, she received treatment for possible head wound, bumps, and bruises. Now, this was the one that was on camera. Like, how many more times has he done this? And we've been seeing this so much lately. This is exhausting. And this is really disgusting at the same time. Like, how do you respect somebody like that? How can we just look at him and be like, oh, this is cool? Like, no. What the hell? You don't need to be out and about with people, putting your hands on women. Like, I wouldn't trust you around anybody. I don't even trust you with yourself. I think for your son to see that, your infant son, that's the biggest aha for me, is so many people think, oh, babies. No, they can internalize trauma. If kids are around trauma, we're going to talk about adults in a minute, but if kids are around trauma, they are literally taking all of that in, and that is shaping their existence. Not to mention what we go through as adults, teenagers, children. Like, you have the audacity, bro, to put your hands on people. You got the audacity to slap somebody around, throwing her all over the place. I don't give a damn what was said, what happened. Keep your hands to yourself. Keep your hands and your feet in the ride at all times. And something else I want to say, going back to young Dolph, was I saw Deion Sanders talking to his team, basically saying, you know, there's a lot of people that ain't going to be happy for you. And that's the truth. There's a lot of people who are not going to be excited for you, don't want you to win. Even if you in the same city, they not excited for you like you excited for you. Okay? And that's the truth. And that's in relationships too. You got to be careful out here. You have to mind your circle, mind your environment, because people out here, I don't know if you know, but people crazy. You can't use the word crazy loosely, because there are people out here that really don't give a shit. Okay? They just out here just doing crazy shit. And the stuff that I've talked about today, it shows you that. There are people literally just out here with guns who don't care. Then you have people who have intention to get you. Then you also have people out here that are going to be verbally abusive, physically abusive, and do not care. The disrespect is at an all-time high, and it's ridiculous. So whoever's listening to this right now, I genuinely hope that whatever you are going through is not something like this. But I also hope that if you are going through something like this, you see that it doesn't have to be tolerated. You deserve more than that. You really do. And you deserve to have a good life. Even talking about young Dolph, like, damn, you deserve to live your life and be able to get you some cookies or go to the store, do whatever you would like to do without looking over your shoulder. But that's the world we are living in. But y'all, we got to be careful out here. Got to be careful out here. Mind your environment and mind your business. Be grateful when you get to go home at night. A lot of people don't get to go home. It's a blessing to get back to your dwelling, somewhere that you're safe at. This is some heavy shit. It just is. But thank y'all for listening. Comment down below. I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace, love, and all that good stuff. God bless.